Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be covering 5 more data packs for Minecraft 1.20. This is week 2. If you want to know a bit more about the updates I've made to the series, check out last video. It will be linked in the description. On screen you'll see the data pack version and also who made the data pack, and the downloads that can be found in the description in the order I showcased them. So let's jump straight to it. The first data pack we're going to cover changes minecarts a little bit. This data pack makes it so minecarts are faster. Now there's 3 different types of speed you can go. The first one is it has increased the speed you go on normal minecart rails. So as you can see, I am a lot faster than normal minecarts would be. This platform we are on is 20 by 20 and the minecart is speeding across it quite quickly. But there is also another speed you can go, and that is if you have a redstone block underneath the rail. So if we place a redstone block underneath some of these, let's just do it across them ones right there, and then we place the rails back. That should give the minecart an extra speed boost, and if I can try and click on this, is it hard to get inside of. Here we go, we are coming up to the powered rails. And you'll see that it will get a little bit of a speed boost. It's not really that obvious because the minecart is already going extremely fast. This data pack is really cool because minecarts do go a lot faster than they do in vanilla Minecraft. So if you have long, massive minecart tunnels that go from one place to another, this data pack is definitely one you should try, as it will cut a lot of time out traveling. I have just disabled the data pack and you can see the speed difference. You can now see this is the vanilla Minecraft speed, and it's not really going that fast. Whereas with the data pack enabled, it was traveling a lot faster. So this is the speed difference if you want to compare them side by side. It's quite noticeable, especially when you have like a long distance minecart. You definitely do notice the speed difference between the two. This next data pack makes a change to beacons. Now, it doesn't change anything about the beacon block. It makes it a lot easier to build the beacon. So all you need to do is have the beacon blocks in your inventory. So a beacon, to build a full beacon, I think it's 2 stacks and 36. But I've got 3 stacks because I'm not too sure. And all you need to do to make this work is do /trigger beacon with the beacon items in your inventory. And when I do that, it has got on my position. Yes, if I use my scroll wheel, it does scroll through my inventory, but it moves the beacon so we can place it. How do I change it to be up and down? Do I have to like look down? Yeah, so it's where you're looking. If I'm looking this way, it'll move it between that direction. If I'm looking this way, it'll move it that direction. And if I'm looking like down or up, it'll move it down and up. So once you have your position, there is some other things you can change about it. Let's get the position back because I've done something wrong. And I think that is good. We can build it there. If you now hold sneak, so crouch, and then you do the scroll wheel, you can change between different things. And if you then let go of sneak, it will change. So here we want to change the material to diamonds because that's what we have in our inventory. So the green one is building the beacon. Let's do that. And I didn't sell it to diamond, so I need to do this again. It's a little bit hard to get used to at first. I've messed it up a few times, but once you get used to it, you then understand what you need to do. So let's now crouch. We need to sell it to diamond. So if I do that, note we want to change the material. So there we go. And then scroll this through to diamond. And then if we scroll through, we want it to layers of 4 and we want this to be green. And it should then start building it. Yes, there we go. And it has now built the full beacon. It's not exactly quicker because placing the blocks, unless you know exactly how to use the settings, then it can be kind of temperamental. But if you know exactly what you're doing, then it is definitely easier. So if we move this to a different location, let's move it to where we are. And then let's move it up by a few. No, I was moving it down. Let's move it up. The other settings you can do, this green one is activating it. The red one is cancelling it. You can also change the height. So it's like a 1 beacon to up to 4, which is the max. You can also change the material, which is obviously anything that a beacon can be. And then you can also change this, which is, I think it changes the material that the like outside and inside is made of. The third data pack we're going to cover is one that makes crawling a lot easier. You no longer need to have a trapdoor or water to force yourself into crawling mode. If you crouch and look down, you'll instantly be put. Now, there is this shulker shell above me. I don't know if that's because I'm in the wrong version for this. I'm currently in 1.24. And then to uncrawl, all you need to do is look up and crouch, and we are set back up to our normal walking. This is really cool, especially because it makes crawling a lot more dynamic to the player, and something you can do a lot more regularly. You don't have to have trapdoors or something to push yourself down within the crawling state. One thing about this data pack though, you can do /trigger customized crawling angles, and you can change the angles at which the player will be start crawling and stop crawling. Green range can begin crawling, and red range stops crawling. So you can change both of these, which I think is really cool. So if you want it so the player has to look directly down, then you can do that. But if you want it so the player has to look slightly forward but a little bit down, you can also make it so the player can do that. And this does also work in creative mode, as you can see. So if you're building a map and want to test things, you don't have to go in survival mode to make sure it works. The fourth data pack we're going to showcase is one that adds on to a past data pack we have showcased. About 4 data pack videos ago, we showcased Wythers' better overworld. Well, this does it so it improves the generation into islands. It's an add-on to that data pack, so you need to have that data pack installed for this one to work. It improves the floating islands to make them compatible with that data pack, and I think they look really cool. If we fly around, there are floating islands all the way up just above the clouds of the different biomes. But then also if we go down, there are ones down here that look really cool. This one's even expanding out to be the shape of a mine shaft, which I think is cool. But I think this data pack with both of them combined is awesome. It makes for a good challenge if you want to beat Minecraft in floating islands, but you don't want the plain boring Minecraft versions of the floating islands. I also love the different leveling of the biomes, where you've got some down here, and then you've also got some all the way up here. This one right here is really cool. This is a big chunk of land. It's got a mixture of snow, dripstone, and lava. And it is quite big. This one is also quite low. It's at 0. But I've also noticed the differences are like the cave biome. So if we go up here, you have like a taiga, snowy taiga, and it expands across quite a distance with then a normal taiga over here. If you go down below this, you've got like the big flat open dripstone, which I think is meant to represent a dripstone cave. The final data pack we're going to show is one that improves Hero the Village. Hero the Village is now a lot better. The items that you get from the villagers, rather than just being like 1 redstone dust or 1 lapis or 1 book, it now makes the items a lot better. I did just get thrown 23 brown wool, 16 blue dye and a snout banner baton from the banner dude. I'm waiting around. Yep, this one just gave us a composter and 8 apples. It's definitely better than the default Minecraft drops. I do want to try and get a few others to see what these guys will drop. Yep, I just got 13 honeycomb and 16 bread from another farmer. I do want to change up some of their workstations to see if we can get some other trades from them. Let's do it with a few of them. Let's place that right there and then break that. Hopefully you get the cleric trade. You do. Let's see what you give. If we give you a second, let's clear our inventory so we don't get anything mixed up. This makes Hero the Village an effect that you do want to obtain, because the items, not only are they more, oh, you gave us 4 phantom membrane and 2 blocks of lapis. That's kind of good. And what is the librarian going to give? You gave us 10 ink sacks. Although that's not good, that is kind of good if you don't have a farm for them. So I've sat here with a lot of them in a hole for a second and just letting them throw me different items. And this is what I've got. I got some mending shears, some pumpkin pie, 2 slime blocks, dragon breath, some mutton and steaks, and a elytra, a shield, a pretty good shovel, some brown dye, and then also a recovery compass. And that is just from sitting here for about, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes. But anyway, that is where I'm going to end this video. That was 5 data packs for Minecraft 1.20. Once again, the versions and the data pack creator will be on the screen. If you did enjoy this video, do leave a like and subscribe. And I guess I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.